Hello, critical thinkers. Welcome to English 104. I would like to take a moment and take you on a tour of our class website. In case some of you are new and you are not familiar with Canvas, I promise it is very easy to use. So without further ado, let me show you guys what our class website looks like. Okay, here is our front page. I just want to let you know that whatever announcement I send you, the top 3 most recent announcements will go at the very top of the page. You're going to notice that my class is organized into modules. So what are modules? They're kind of like weekly segments. The first one is called Getting Started. You can access this module right away. Whenever you want, even prior to class starting. So if you want, you can actually come here and go through each of the documents I have posted. So what did I post here that I think is so important for you to review? Number 1 is our course welcome letter. You should have already received this welcome letter prior to the class starting. It's kind of like my little hello, and I go over a few, important announcements about the class. Number 2 is the syllabus. You should always read your class syllabus. It tells you exactly what you are going to do throughout the semester. It tells you all of the policies that are associated with the class. It even tells you how much work you have in the class. So it's a good idea to look at the syllabus. The third thing that I posted is a study guide. And you're probably thinking, study guide for what? Well, our midterm, and also a little bit of our final. So I created a study guide for you guys so that it will be easy for you. You can always download this document, and little by little, as the semester goes on, you could just review some of the concepts and make sure you know them by the time the midterm rolls around. The other thing I posted is an MLA citation link. I do not want you guys to spend extra unnecessary money buying a reader that has it's a handbook of MLA. I think that's just going to be a waste of your cash. So instead, I found a free online website that takes you through the MLA format. It's really great. I've been using it for years. It's actually the most updated version of MLA. So you're welcome. And finally, I have the check-in assignment. So in case you guys are not familiar with this, all DE classes have a check-in assignment. And it kind of, differs from instructor to instructor. Mine happens to be a Flipgrid. So if you don't know what Flipgrid is, I will show you guys. I will walk you through it in just a moment. But before I do that, I do also want to just show you guys what tabs are available on Canvas. Now notice that I only have limited tabs for you guys. What does that mean? I don't want you to be confused with too many options on the left side of your screen. Your home page is set up to be, on our modules page. So you'll see that the first thing you're going to see here is the Getting Started module. You will also be able to preview what week 1 is going to look like, even though it is locked and it's officially going to open on our first day of class. The second tab that you're going to see is the Announcements tab, which I don't have any right now, but I will soon. When you click on this, you will take a little, it'll open a page to our announcements, to the full announcements that I sent to the class. Notice it's nothing now, but as the semester goes on, I'm going to be sending you guys a lot of announcements. And sometimes you might want to look at an older announcement. You might not be able to find it because only the top 3 are listed at the top of our home page. If that's the case, click on the announcements icon and it'll take you to all of my announcements in the class. Ooh, look at the third tab. It's the Grades tab. So did you guys know that any point in this class, you will be able to know what your grade is, and isn't that wonderful? So you can just click on the Grades tab and you will be able to see what your percentage is at the bottom. I just want to warn you that this class is broken down into different weight groups for each assignment. So that means that not all assignments are treated equally. So if you look on the right side, you will see how I have broken down all of our assignments. Our in-class work, this includes our discussions, our reading responses, our quizzes. All of those go into the 20% calculated for your in-class grade. Essay 1 and 2 are each 20%. The midterm and the final are each 15%. It's a little bit less. And finally, the group presentations are 10%. Not a huge chunk. I didn't want it to hurt students in case, you're not a good presenter, which this is not a speech class. This is an English class. So I thought that would be a lesser weight for you guys. Now, the other tab is the People tab. I really think it's important for you guys to have access to each other. Now, check it out. You can see all of your classmates listed here. So, depending on which section you're in. So I just want to show you guys how you can contact your classmates and how you can actually create private discussion groups within Canvas. This is a really awesome opportunity for you guys to create like study groups and communicate with each other. So you go to groups. You can actually add a group on the right side. Notice how it says plus group. You click there. And then you could title it whatever you want. You could be like, study group for presentation, whatever you want. And then basically you're going to ask, whatever student that you want to work with to join your group. And as soon as you click submit, they will receive a notification that you would like to form a group with them. And, they can go ahead and join that group. And you guys can do your chatting in that group. You could even send each other files. You can come up with like meeting times. You can even meet inside of the group. So it's kind of awesome that way. So that way I wanted you guys to have access to each other while you're in this class. The other tab is the chat tab. Now, sometimes I use this when I log in. I turn on my message alerts because I want people to see that I'm online. And I'm, available. So if you guys want to chat with me, if you happen to see that I am online, you can always be like, hi. Let me demonstrate. Hi, everyone. So as soon as I send this, the rest of the class will be able to see my chat. It is an entire class chat, so it's not private. But, feel free to use it. You don't even need me for this. You guys can chat with each other. 2 other tabs available that I'm not going to show you. Number 1 is free online tutoring. When you click on that, it will give you access to our Learning Center, and you can actually request for a tutor to help you online. And this is just, it's such a wonderful opportunity, and I hope you guys take advantage of it. And the last tab is our GCC library link. I thought it was important for you guys to have access to it, so it will just be a click away. Both of the essays that we're doing in this class do have a research component, and you are going to be required to use the GCC library for that. So get familiar with it. And those are the main tabs for our class website. Now, I do want to show you guys one more thing before I demonstrate this little introductory assignment. I want to show you that our class website has a to-do list. And every week, the to-do list is going to be in kind of like this list-like form from the earliest due date to the latest. But please don't just depend on that to-do list. There have been students who contacted me and told me that there are some assignments that are not on the to-do list and that I did assign. So I think, be careful with that. Don't just kind of like go through here. Don't forget that I am going to be sending you guys a weekly announcement of what to do. So my weekly announcements, for example, week 1, you're going to receive an announcement that says what to do for week 1. Week 2, you are going to receive an announcement that says, I think you got it, what to do for week 2. So all the way until, what are we, week 15? I have weekly announcements like that. So instead of just looking at the to-do list, you should also look at my announcement. I have everything listed there, and just double check what you have to do for the class. And that's what our class website looks like. It's not overly complicated. It's very simple. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Oops, I forgot to show you the assignment I was talking about. I'm so sorry. I just stopped my recording and I was like, all right, I'm done. No, I'm not. So one last thing is, do you see the Flipgrid assignment that I was talking about? When you click on the Flipgrid assignment, it's actually very cool, okay? It's going to take you to the external Flipgrid site. So check it out. I click here, the Flipgrid opens up. Here it is, and you will be able to see what the topic is. So click on that, and you can read what the instructions are. It's not complicated at all. I just want you to introduce yourself, and don't worry, you're not alone. I did it myself because I want you to, see that I can walk the walk without just talking the talk. So I have my little introduction here. Now, let's say, okay, I'm going to click here, but I'm not going to play it for you. Here's my little intro. After I am done recording the video and I post it, notice how it's going to have a link. So what I'm going to do is copy this link. I'm going to go back to our Canvas page, and notice how at the top there is a submission portal. So I'm going to click Start Assignment. I'm going to go to website URL, and I am going to paste my Flipgrid link. I can even leave a comment like, hello, professor. Nice to meet you. Okay, whatever you want. You don't even have to leave a comment. I'm just saying if you want to, and then you're going to submit assignment. Now, let me not do that because I don't want to mess anything up. But that's how you are going to get credit for your work. So please don't forget that. Yes, you do click on the link. It takes you to an external site. But then after recording your video and posting it in the site, I do want you to copy paste the URL into this very page. Okay? And all of that is going to be in our Getting Started module, which you can already access. All right, this time for real. Bye, everyone. I hope this was helpful.